Good morning, Year 1, and welcome to today's maths lesson. Today we're returning to fractions. Okay, and we're going to be re-emphasising that a fraction can be described as part of a whole. Now, just before we do that, we've got a addition, subtraction, arithmetic starter. So you're going to need the 10 bars and 1 cubes, counters, etc., etc. for the starter. The main part of the lesson, and for the starter, you're going to need a whiteboard or a piece of paper to write the answers, and then you're going to need some regularly shaped objects that you can draw around and then fold to identify whether something can be turned into a half or a quarter. Okay, so once you've got all that ready, let's get started. Okay, so Year 1, we're going to be looking again at addition and subtraction. Quick race through, just to remind you, when you've got this sign here, it's take away, so you're going to get an answer that's less. When you've got this sign here, it's the add, so it means and or increasing. So have a go at these, and when you're ready, start the video and we'll go through the answers. Okay, so probably using beads, you'd end up with 12 take away 4, which gives you 8. And again, using the beads, count out 12 and then count out another 4, so you'd end up with 16. Then 18 minus 3, again, you could use number beads. Count out 18, take away 3, and you end up with 15. And this time, starting with 18, you're adding 2, which makes the 20. Okay, 18 take away 6, again with beads, probably. That would be 12. And now we've got 8 and we've got to count on to 12. So I would probably use a square, number square, or a ruler for this. And 8 to 9 is 1, 9 to 10 is 2, 10 to 11 is 3, and 11 to 12 is 4. So 8 plus 4 equals 12. Now 6 plus 11, number beats probably, gives you 17. And 13 take away 7. Start with 13 beads, take away 7, you're left with 6. Now again, this time we're counting back, so probably the easiest way to do this is either to start off with 18 beads or start off with 18 on a ruler or a number square and count back. And when you've counted back 6, you'll get 12. This time you start at 18, you need to count back until you reach 9, which gives you 9. And now this is where you're going to need your number square or a ruler. Start with 25, we take away, well, 25 because the answer is 0. And then this last one on this column, 25 take away what makes 5. You could use 10s and 1s here. So you've got 2 10 bars and 5 1s, and you just want 5 1s. So you take away the 2 10 bars, which gives you 20. Right, and I definitely would start looking at using 10 bars for these last ones. So you've got 80 take away something makes 0. Well, we know that you need to take away the same number to make 0. And then 90 take away what leaves 90? Well, you've got 9 10 bars out and you want 9 10 bars, so you don't have to take anything away. And then something take away 0 makes 20. Well, if you've got 2 10 bars left and you've taken away nothing from them, you're going to have 2 10 bars or 20. And then this last one, again, we know that when we take away a number and we get the answer 0, you need to start with the same number. So that's also 20. Well done, Year 1. And now we're on to the main part of today's learning. A quick recap, and then there's a YouTube video I'd like you to watch. Okay, so these shapes have been divided into either halves or quarters. Now what I'd suggest you do now is you click on the link below and you go to the YouTube video, and that will remind you of what halves and quarters are. If you think you're confident and you're able to do this, you don't need to watch that. And what you instead need to do is work out which ones of these shapes go into which side. Okay, so I'm going to stop now, and grown-ups, start the video again once you're ready to go through the answers to this. And grown-ups, what you could do is you could draw this on a whiteboard and you could draw the shapes in the side that your child suggests. Chances are your children won't be able to draw these accurately enough to give halves and quarters. Right, welcome back, Year 1. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you've just been brilliant and remembered what we were doing. So the first one is this heart. Is that cut into halves or quarters? That's right, it's cut into halves. So that would go on this side. Okay, the next one, is this cut into halves or quarters? Well, there's 4 sections and they're of an equal size, so it's going to be quarters. This next one, is it divided in 2 or 4? It's divided into 2, so it's halves. Now this next one's a bit tricky. It's a sneaky one. There are 4 sections, but how many are shaded? How much of it is actually shaded? That's right, it's half. It's 2 quarters, which is the same as a half. This one again is tricky, but look at how much is shaded. It's certainly not half shaded, so it must be a quarter. And then this last one, there's 4 sections. They're all the same size, so this is also divided into quarters. Brilliant. Okay, year 1, and now on to today's challenge. I think you're going to have fun with this. So, the robot has set you a challenge. It wants you to make some shapes. Try folding them in halves. If you can fold them into halves, can you also fold them into quarters? Stick the shapes which fold into half on one sheet of paper labelled a half, and those that fold into quarters on another sheet labelled a quarter. And any that don't fit in either, just put to one side, because those will make something else. So grown-ups, as mentioned at the beginning, you need things that the children can draw around. Regular shapes like rectangles, circles, squares, and possibly equilateral triangles. Okay, over to you. And if you manage it, if you can send in photos of the work you've done, that would be absolutely amazing. So well done, year 1. I'll see you again tomorrow.